The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor, etc. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Wednesday, June 14th, 2023, calculated for sunrise, Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the sun, Gemini. We're hoping that you're reading this a day in advance because it looks like it might be a rough day ahead, particularly when it comes to the workplace. It appears as though there will be stresses and strains with your coworkers in general, and for no apparent good reason. In astrology, we refer to someone who smiles to your face while plotting to shove the dagger into your back, a secret enemy. And it looks as though if you happen to have one of these backstabbing, two-faced, jealous slime bags around you, he or she will make some sort of a move today. Some smaller version of this contention can spill over into your relations with your neighbors if there is some sort of pre-existing hostilities. So keep your cool, watch your back, CYA, and remember that this is a fleeting stellar influence. Cancer. Concerns over money may leave you cranky throughout the day. Later, a disagreement with a friend could get way out of hand. A difference in values or life's philosophy may be at the root. Stand your ground, but avoid any sort of scorched earth defense. Tonight, strong tensions in your love life may transform into passion if you're willing. Leo. Don't dawdle. Put your best efforts into the morning and early part of the day, and that way your friends and colleagues will be there to support you. Why the hurry? It looks pretty likely that you will do or say something to piss off the people around you, and then for the rest of the day you'll be on your own. Here's option B. Today, think before you speak or do. Virgo. It looks like a pleasant morning and early part of the day is waiting for you, and you should make the most of it. In the latter part of the day and through the night, there is the potential for some sort of stressful interaction with others. Now, the same planetary influence may also manifest for your sign as a sort of OCD fixation on things or people from the recent past that have really pissed you off, and it could leave you feeling a bit cranky and hard to get along with. Libra. What starts off great could end up turning to crap by sundown. We're referring to your interactions with friends, colleagues, and coworkers, and money. Somehow money is connected to this interaction, and if not actual cash, then some sort of shared resources. Your sign, like the other 11 signs of the zodiac, is under a very brief but vexatious stellar influence. So for today, try to avoid mixing friends and money or arguing about the division of resources. If it's unavoidable, then keep your cool and make use of your famous Libran penchant for fairness and diplomacy. Speaking of which, if you can put that to work in your romantic relations tonight, you can light the fires of love. Scorpio. While it's all clear from morning through the afternoon, it looks like things could turn to crap somewhere later in the day. What we're seeing is some sort of conflict with those in authority. Something like you're telling some manager or client where to put it, or your boss catching you flipping him or her off behind their back. Hey, it can happen. Before we give you the forecast for tonight, a quick thought on your sign is in order. Scorpio is passion. Hot, steamy passion. And most of you wear it so well. This evening, think of yourself in terms of your astrological archetype, and you'll not only rock your special somebody's world, but in the process, you'll rock your own world too. Sagittarius. In our assessment and forecast for the entire zodiac, we've predicted that several signs are likely to encounter some sort of cantankerous or troublemaking character in the latter part of the day. We're beginning to think that this character is most likely you, and probably Leo too. But here's the deal. First, whatever it is that you're doing to piss off the people around you is something you probably won't be doing on purpose. And second, our telling you about it probably won't stop you from doing it. Sometimes Sagittarius can be a little too honest in their opinions. no filter, we refer to it these days. So if at some point this evening the world around you starts acting like it's got a problem with you, it's most likely you and not them. Here's another warning. Be careful with athletic pursuits in the latter part of the day, as for your sign, this same stellar influence is correlative to physical stress, strains, and sprains. Capricorn. If today is not your day off, well, that really sucks, because the stellar influences on your sign for the morning through the early part of the day are such that it makes just being and doing whatever it is that you like so easy and pleasant. But as this is a weekday and most of us are working, we can also safely say that it should turn out to be one of those days when work is at least not that bad and maybe even a little fun. Now, tonight is a different story. First, speculation and gambling is looking unfortunate. Second, romance may be quashed by petty arguments. And third, Capricorn parents may find that their kids just did something that is going to cost them a bunch. Aquarius. Don't sweat it. That could be one of your morning catchphrases. Add to that, I've got this. Home, family, career, social life. It's all coming together for you this morning and throughout the early part of the day. But as the day begins to fade, the stellar energies shift. Tonight, you are likely to be testing that infamous line between love and hate. Our advice is to lean a little more towards love and make the most of the potentials for romance. Pisces. There's no bad news that we can find to report for the early part of your day. If your work or profession involves communications in some capacity, then things should go very well, especially closer to the morning. Tonight, watch your intake, both food and libations. While we can't say it's a certainty, it looks like tomorrow there's a good chance the cosmos may punish any overindulgence undertaken today. Pisces parents should be prepared for the kids to hit them up for a few extra bucks tonight. Aries. Financial matters are featured this morning, and into the early part of the day you should be able to trust that your instincts on these matters are correct. A solid investment opportunity may present itself in the form of something very traditional and conservative. Tonight, once again, financial matters are featured, but this time it's different as it comes as a test of restraint. Gambling and speculations are not favored, and the more extravagant means of having fun may have to be avoided. As far as romance is concerned, we suggest keeping your expectations for tonight fairly low. Taurus. You begin the day like some sort of human dynamo. At work or home, you're a force to be reckoned with. If you've been needing a day during which you can move mountains, well, go move some mountains. But try to get it all done early, because as the sun drops towards the horizon, the nonsense begins. We're seeing a conflict between home and family versus work or professional demands, but there are other ways this can play out. Plan for interruption. The warning that comes with this is to be very careful not to let this spill into your dealings with your significant other. If you've enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.